Hello everyone, and in this video I am giving the most common interview questions based on AWS, and also I have compiled a list of top questions you might be asked when going through a job interview. And I hope this 50 questions, even if you try to listen to this video at least twice before you attend any interview for AWS, so that you will be able to clear the AWS job interviews. Okay, let's move on to the first question. What is AWS? It is Amazon Web Service. AWS is the cloud computing platform that provides customers with a wide array of cloud service. AWS offers compute power, database storage, content delivery, and various other functionalities. AWS is Infrastructure as a Service, that is IaaS. What are the components of AWS? The important components of AWS are compute, storage, database, and also there are few other storage services. And the key components of AWS are Route 53, it's a DNS web service, and we have Identity and Access Management, IAM. It provides enhanced security and identity management for your AWS account. And under storage you can see S3, Amazon Simple Storage Service. It is a storage device and most widely used in AWS service. And then you can see under compute you can see EC2, that is Elastic Compute Cloud. It provides on-demand computing resources for hosting applications. And EBS, Elastic Block Store. It offers the storage volumes that attach to EC2 to allow you to persist data past the lifespan of a single Amazon instance. And under monitoring you can see Amazon CloudWatch. It monitors the AWS resources. It also allows the administrators to view and collect key. Also it also sends a few notification alarm if there is any trouble. Okay, let's move on to question 3. What are the different types of EC2 instances? The types of EC2 instances are general purpose instances, computer optimized instances, memory optimized instances, accelerated computing instances, storage optimized instances, dense storage instances. Moving on to question 4. Explain about the pricing models of EC2 instance. The pricing models, there are 3 pricing models in EC2 instances. First one is on demand. It pay for compute capacity by the hour with no long-term commitments. And second one is reserved. It make a low one-time payment and receive a significant discount on the hourly charge. Third one is a spot model. It bid for unused capacity charged at a spot price which fluctuates based on the supply and demand. Question 5. What are the different types of volumes of EC2 instances? There are 2 types of volumes of EC2 instances. One is EC2 Instant Store volume, and the second volume is Elastic Block Store, EBS. Let me give you a few differences in EC2 Instant Store and the store volume and the EBS volume. This EC2 store instance volume is local to that particular instance, and it is non-persistent data store. While as EBS store volume, it is persistent block storage volumes, and it is of 99% of availability, automatically replicated within its availability zone. And for EC2 Instant Store, there is no snapshot support is there. But in EBS, we can take snapshot, we can save images, and also we can take snapshots. and here SSD or HDD, and also there also in EBS also we can see it's SSD or HDD, and also in EBS there is an option auto recovery. Next question, what are security groups? A security group acts as a virtual firewall that controls the traffic for one or more instances. When you launch an instance, you can specify one or more security groups, otherwise we use the default security group. You can add rules to each security group that allow traffic to or from its associated instances. Next question. What are key pairs? Key pairs are secure login information for the EC2 instances. Key pairs are used to connect to the instances. We use key pairs that contain a public key and the private key. What is EIP? EIP is an elastic IP address. It's a static IPv4 address designed for dynamic cloud computing. When you want to have a static IP address for your instances, when you stop and restart your instances, you will be using this elastic IP address. Next question. What is AMI? AMI is Amazon Machine Image, provides the information required to launch an instance. AMI is a special type of virtual appliance that is used to create a virtual machine within the Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud. It serves as the basic unit of deployment for services delivered using EC2. Next question. What is S3? Amazon S3 or Amazon Symbol Storage Service. It is a service offered by Amazon Web Services. It provides object storage through a web service interface. You can use S3 interface to store and retrieve any amount of data at any time and from anywhere on the web. Payment model here is pay as you go. What is Glacier? Glacier is an online file storage web service that provides storage for data archiving and backup. Glacier is a backup or archival tool that you use to back up your data in S3. Moving on to the next question, what are shared AMIs? Shared Amazon Machine Images are the AMIs that are created by other developed and made available for other developers to use. Next question. What are the factors of S3 pricing? S3 pricing are based on storage amount, amount of outbound data transferred, number of requests. Storage amount is like this is the total amount of data in GB you have stored. S3 will be priced based on that particular factor. Amount of outbound data transferred. Each time a file is downloaded, you are charged. Then comes the number of requests. Amazon charges you a small fee for each request you make. What is the default storage class in S3? It is standard frequently accessed. Moving on to the next question. What is the boot time taken for the instance stored back AMI? The boot time will be less than 5 minutes. How to secure an Amazon S3 bucket? We can secure the Amazon S3 bucket in two ways. First one is ACL, Access Control List. It enables you to manage access to buckets and objects. Second one is bucket policies. What is S3 cross-region replication? Cross-region replication is used to copy objects across Amazon S3 buckets in different AWS regions. You need to enable versioning on both source bucket and destination to work with this cross-region replication. Both the source and the destination bucket should be in different region. What is the difference between AMI and an instance? AMI is a template consisting software configuration part. For example, operating systems, applications, application server. If you start an instance, a duplicate of AMI in a row as an attendant in the cloud. Can we reduce EBS volume? No, it is not possible to reduce the EBS volume. However, we can increase the volume. What is autoscaling? AWS autoscaling monitors your applications and automatically adjusts capacity to maintain steady, predictable performance at the lowest possible cost. It is available at no additional charge. You pay only for the AWS resources needed to run your applications and Amazon CloudWatch monitoring fees. Moving on to the next slide. What is CloudWatch? Amazon CloudWatch is a monitoring tool which monitors the applications you run on AWS. You can use Amazon CloudWatch to collect and track metrics, collect and monitor log files, set alarms, and automatically react to the changes in your resources. What are the CloudWatch metrics that are available for EC2 instances? The metrics are disk reads, disk writes, CPU utilization, network packets in, network packets out, network in, network out, CPU credit usage, CPU credit balance. What is the maximum individual archive that you can store in a Glacier? The maximum individual archive that you can store in a Glacier is 40 terabytes. What is CloudFront? Amazon CloudFront is a fast content delivery network, that is CDN service, that securely delivers data, videos, applications and APIs to the customers globally with low latency, high transfer speeds, all within a developer-friendly environment. Moving on to the next slide. What is VPC? VPC is Amazon Virtual Private Cloud. It allows you to easily customize your networking configuration. VPC is a network that is logically isolated from other network in the cloud. It allows you to have your own IP address range, subnets, internet gateways, NAT gateways, and security groups. What is VPC peering? A VPC peering is a networking connection between two VPCs that enables you to route traffic between them using private IP version 4 address and IP version 6 address. Instances in either VPC can communicate with each other as if they are within the same network. What are internet gateways? Internet gateways is highly available horizontally scaled VPC component. Gateways establish connections between your Amazon VPC network and the internet. There can be only one gateway associated with each VPC. These are the VPC components that provides network address translation for instances which have already assigned public IP addresses. Moving on to the next slide, what is a NAT gateway? NAT stands for Network Address Translation. You can use a network address translation gateway to enable instances in a private subnet to connect to the internet or other services. However, prevent the internet from initiating a connection with those instances. What is a snowball? Snowball is a petabyte scale data transport solution that uses devices designed to be secure to transfer huge amounts of data into and out of the AWS cloud. Customers nowadays use Snowball to migrate analytics data, genomics data, video libraries, image repositories, backups, and to archive part of data center shutdowns, tape replacement, or application migration projects. Transferring data with the Snowball is simple, fast, more secure, and can be as little as 1/5 of the cost of transferring data via high-speed internet. What is Amazon Relational Database Service, RDS? Amazon Relational Database Service is a web service that makes it easier to set up, operate, and scale a relational database in the AWS cloud. It provides cost-efficient, resizable capacity for the industry standards and relational database and manages common database administration tasks. What are the data types in RDS? Amazon Aurora, PostgreSQL, MySQL, MariaDB, Oracle Database, and SQL Server. What is Redshift? Redshift is a big data warehouse product. It is fast and powerful, fully managed data warehouse service in the cloud. Can you establish a peering connection to a VPC in different region? No, it is not possible to establish a peering connection to a VPC in different regions. What is SNS? It is a simple notification service. SNS is a web service that makes it easy to notifications from the cloud. You can set up SNS to receive email notification or message notification. How many subnets can you have per VPC? You can have around 200 subnets per virtual private. What is ELB? ELB is Elastic Load Balancing and is a load balancing service for AWS deployments. ELB automatically distributes incoming application traffic and scale resources to meet traffic demands. What is AWS Lambda? It is a computing service that runs code in response to events and automatically manages the computing resources required by that code. AWS Lambda lets you to run the code without provisioning or managing servers. You pay only for the compute time you consume. What are subnets? Subnet is a logical subdivision of an IP network. The practice of dividing a network into two or more networks is called subnetting. AWS provides two types of subnetting. One is public and another is private. Public is which allow the internet to access the machine. Private, which is hidden from the internet. Moving on to the next question, what is DynamoDB? DynamoDB is a fully managed proprietary NoSQL database service that supports key value and document data structures. You can perform Amazon DynamoDB to formulate a database table that can save and reclaim any quantity of data and help any level of application transactions. Amazon DynamoDB automatically increases the data and transactions for the table above an adequate number of servers supervise the inquiry function designated by the customer and the volume of data saved while keeping constant and quick execution. What is IAM? IAM is Identity and Access Management. It is an Amazon Web Service that helps you to securely control access to AWS resources. You use IAM to control who is authenticated, that is who has signed in, and authorized, who is having permissions to use the resources. What is Elastic Beanstalk? Elastic Beanstalk is a best service offered by AWS for deploying and managing applications. It assists applications developed in Java, .NET, PHP, Ruby, and Python. When you deploy the application, Elastic Beanstalk builds the selected supported platform versions and AWS services like S3, SNS, EC2, CloudWatch, and autoscaling to run your application. What is CloudTrail? AWS CloudTrail is an AWS service that helps you to enable governance, risk auditing, and compliance of your AWS account. CloudTrail records event when actions are taken by the role, user, or an AWS service. Which AWS region is the cheapest? US standard is the cheapest region. What are the important components of IAM? Here I have given the diagram. IAM user. An IAM user is a person or service that will interact with AWS. User can sign in to the AWS Management Console for performing tasks. IAM group. IAM group is a collection of IAM users. We can specify permissions to the IAM group. This helps in managing a large number of IAM users. We can simply add or remove an IAM user to the IAM group to manage the permissions. Now comes the role. IAM role is an identity to which we give permissions. A role does not have any credentials, that is, it does not have any passwords. We can temporarily give an IAM role to an IAM user to perform certain tasks in AWS. IAM permissions. In IAM, we can create two types of permissions, identity-based and resource-based. We can create a permission to access to perform an action on the AWS resource and assign it to the user, role, or group. We can also create permissions on resources like S3 bucket, Glacier Vault, etc. and specify who has access to the resource. Now, IAM policy is a document in which we list permissions to specify actions, resources, and effects. We can attach a policy to the IAM user or the group. Moving on to the next question. What is geo-targeting in Amazon CloudFront? In Amazon CloudFront, we can detect the country from where the end users are requesting our content. This information can be passed to our origin server by Amazon CloudFront. Based on different countries, we can generate different content for different versions of the same content. What is EBS snapshot? EBS snapshot is a point-in-time copy of your Amazon EBS volume, which is lazily copied to Amazon symbol storage service, that is S3. EBS snapshots are the incremental copies of the data. What is Route 53? Amazon Route 53 is the highly available and scalable domain name system web service. You can use Route 53 to perform three main functions: domain registration, DNS routing, and health checking. What is multi-factor authentication or MFA in AWS? MFA is a practice or recurring two or more forms of authentication to protect the AWS resources. It is an added security feature available through Amazon Identity and Access Management that strengthens the username and password credentials of the user. Moving on to the final slide. What is SQS? Amazon SQS is the simple queue service, is a message passing mechanism that is used for communication between different connectors that are connected with each other. It also acts as a communicator between various components of Amazon. It keeps all different functional components together. Which all the AWS services are not region specific? IAM, Identity and Access Management, Route 53, Web Application Firewall, and CloudFront. These are the important 50 questions that I have selected and compiled for you. And please go through this video repeatedly before attending any interviews so that you can clear the interviews very easily. All the best, folks. Have a great day. Bye. See you in the next video.